Yeah, very good afternoon, sir. Very good afternoon, participants. Yeah, welcome to day 5 of short-term training program on MATLAB. Sir, are you ready, sir?
Yes, sir, I'm ready.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. You can, sir. The session is handed over to you, sir.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay.
Very good afternoon to all. So welcome to fifth day session. Actually, as per the schedule, yesterday we planned conditional and looping operations due to some. Actually, I thought of giving first what complete theoretical topic, and then I thought of giving the conditional and looping operations. So that's why I just changed it. Now let us see today. So we discuss about conditional operations and looping conditions, how you can handle it, and for loop and if we'll discuss with some numerical examples like Gauss elimination method, Newton-Raphson method. With these, I would like to explain how you can handle with the for loop and if conditions. So let us see first. Before that, I am requesting all the participants be open with virtual MATLAB software. Hope the screen is visible, right?
Yes, sir. Visible, sir.
Yeah. See, for today's session, I'm explaining by considering the new script, not live script. I would like to take the new script. So let us see. I'm going to take the new script. Just click on the new script. Don't open live script and don't type in command window. Today, first we start with the if statements. So what is the syntax? If condition, then we have to type the statement, then use the end. This is, we know that as per the English language, if or not, if anything happens, or if does not happens, what it will be. So like that, the two options. For those cases, how you can write the program in MATLAB software. I would like to explain this with a small example. Of course, we people very aware, positive and negative. So the positive and negative. The problem is print whether entered value is positive or not. Positive or not. Okay. So just simply for this, here you can observe the entered value is a positive or not. That means we are asking the users to enter certain number. So that is why we will take suppose X input, enter the number. X is equal to input, enter the number. If X greater than 0, this is the condition. We know that if X greater than 0, positive. That is why as per the syntax, after if, we take the condition. Then statement. This is the state. What is the statement we are planning to write? Display. Display entered value is positive. Entered value is positive, then end. Over. You can observe till typing this end, there is one error indication at F. Error indication at F. This is display. You can see. Before run this, you have to save the file. Program for if. Program for if. You can see it is asking enter the number. Suppose a 10. Entered value is positive. Again you run the file. -1. So the same value is displaying. You don't want that number to display. If that is the case, just press it. Then it won't be displayed. So it is simply 10. Entered value is positive. -2. That means it is not showing anything. If the condition and display. See, sometimes the people are using this another syntax in place of this. What is the another syntax? Class. F printf entered value is positive. If you want, you can give like this. That means entered X value, right? Entered value D. You can see here, I'm just typing entered value 2 is positive, like that. See, there are different syntaxes. You can see here, this plays an important role here, percentile D. That indicates that what we are expecting to print this X value will display at this position. Will display at this position, percentile D. If you don't want that, entered value is positive. Simply you can type. If that is the case, you no need to give this syntax. You can observe here in command window, there are many outputs. So which one is the latest output is a confusion. That is why in the program, the starting itself, you take it CLC, then run the file. See, always it will show the first. Entered value 10 is positive. Next, again run the file, suppose -5. If not positive, we have not given any indication, any statement. So that how you can add. That means if X greater than 0, statement, else F printf entered value D is negative, like this. Suppose -5, yes, entered value -5 is negative. So I don't think you have a doubt here. So this percentile D plays an important role here. What is the D? D stands for integers. Percentile D. D stands for integers. If suppose neither positive nor negative, only 0, you can see here first if condition we are giving statement. The statement you can give simply the display, or you can give the statement in this format to print which format you want. So this is if and else. For if we wrote the condition, for else the condition is not required. If something happens, or immediately the statement, you no need to verify the condition. If this condition fails, directly move to the else statement. If this condition true, then it will give the statement. So this is what is if and else. But the same thing, suppose if entered value is a 0 or less than 0 or greater than 0, the three different cases. So for these three different cases, how you can make it? So first we have to verify whether it is a greater than 0 or less than 0, and then go to the next case. So two conditions is required. That is why we are using else if. We are using the else if. You observe here, if is arising here. So that means it requires the condition. What? Give that condition. X less than 0 condition. Next, again we have to give else. Directly the statement. Entered value D is neither positive nor negative. Zero. Entered value 0 is neither positive nor negative. After writing in script, if I run it, it is showing the error. Madam, may I know what is the file name you have given while you are saving the file? What is the file name you have given?
If statement I have given, sir.
No, madam, that won't be considered. See, in MATLAB, what you need to take to save the file means you don't take any conditional statements, because you can see here if is a conditional statement. That is why we don't save the file with F. You change the file name, then it will work. Command window is not advisable for if conditions. You take the new script and then type the program. So don't use if statements. Don't start with the numbers to save the file. And don't use hyphen or space. Don't use space. This all should be avoided when you are saving the file in MATLAB. So this syntax, if you want, you can use or otherwise you can take fprintf. But in display, this %d option should not be there. So this is if, else if, this is. Next, let us write the program using the same if conditions using the nested if. I'm just taking the another program. I don't think you have a doubt. If you have a doubt means you can message directly. I'm taking the new script again, just new. I'm taking the new script, CLC. Suppose let us see the grading. Grading of the students according to their marks. Suppose marks are simply X. Ask the student to enter the marks. Enter the marks obtained. If X less than 40, fprintf, the student failed the exam. You can write the program one after another. Don't write all 20 or 50 or whatever the complete program. At the end, don't run the program. For every line, you try to run it. Then you will get to know that what is the difficulty in between. So immediately you can see that is there any error means you can easily clear it. Suppose writing all 20 or 30 lines, then at the end there is a confusion in which line the error may be there. So now you can run this. It is asking to save the file, program, nested if. Yes, 30. The student failed the exam. Like that. So let us give else. Print f. The student cleared the exam. Just giving else. Once the student cleared the exam, the student needs to know that what grade he got it. So that means we need to classify the grades one after another. But the grades can be possible only when the student cleared the exam, right? That is why inside the else, we are writing the one more if statement. If student got more than 95 or equals greater than or equals to 95. F printf. The student pass with S grade, or simply student got S grade. This is. Here you need to type the end. The student got S grade. Inside if statement, we are typing one more if statement. Now you can give from 85 up to 95. The student got A grade. Just type what is the syntax for this, where you can give. So carefully, exactly, you observe here under this F only, exactly wherever this F, under that line we are typing else. If 85 less than or equals to X less than 95. Then F printf, the student got A grade. If suppose these both inequality is not possible, means you can write this X greater than or equal to 85 and this is the AND symbol. Both conditions can satisfy. Greater than or equal to 85 and less than 95. Then this. Here we have not closed. Always the nested loop or general if statements, before and there is one else. See here else if comes means definitely there will be the else statement. If you are not using else means you won't get the result. Yes. Else if X greater than or equal to 75 and X less than 85. F printf, the student got B grade. So finally, I'm using the else. F printf, the student pass with the C grade. That means by default less than 75. Now you can run the file. See, not only writing the program, for every statement you need to check it. First one is a failed condition. Suppose I'll give 30. The student failed the exam. Next, just passing, suppose 42. The student cleared the exam and the student passed with C grade. This is. So just for convenience, you can give the full stop here. Then there is no confusion. Yes. Now let us give 76. The student cleared the exam. The student got B grade. So it is clear. You have to verify for every case, is it working or not. Now 89. Student got A grade. Okay, next 97 got S grade. So it is working for every case. So this is step by step. Writing code is not a problem, but whether it is giving correct results or not. You can clearly observe that from here it is nested if. From here it is nested if. After I run the code, nothing to show. No, definitely it will show. At least some error it will show, right? Okay, so see, once you run this, you can go to the command main MATLAB software. You can go to the main MATLAB software. There you have to type it. Once you run the file, so there it won't be appeared anything. You can see here, once you run the file, directly it is taking to general software. There you type the value. So are you getting this? Is it directing to general command window? Once you run the file, then you can check whether the input syntax is giving properly or not. But you can check line by line, or otherwise, okay, for you maybe copying is a problem, or otherwise you copy and send me, I'll cross check with that where it is error. You sent me this. You can see here where it is error. End is missing here. That is why. See, for nested if, you have to end. Nested if, you have to end. This is missing. That is why this is not running. And I told, don't use this value lies between. We have to use and symbol. We have to use the and symbol. So that means what you have to give? X greater than or equal to 85 and X less than 90. these two you can correct. This is one and add one more end. Then it will work. Now I think you will get. Oh, you didn't add else statement here, right? Else statement is not written. The student pass with C grade. So I think you are getting the output. So any more questions in this? I think no one have a doubt in this regard. So no messages means everyone is getting this. So this is how else if or nested if, how you can write the program for this. Next, I would like to move to loop conditions. Is that clear? Shall I move to the loop conditions, right? So what is the for loop? For loop, initiate initial value, step value, and final value. Then give the statement. Next end. See, the same thing sometimes the people are using without step size. Only starting value and ending value they will give. They will check the statement, then print the statement. This is. Suppose, let me print first n natural numbers. Print first n natural numbers. That n may be anything. So we left to the user. User will enter till that number natural numbers can be displayed. So that what we need to check. Okay. N is equal to input. Enter any natural number. For I is equal to, you take here I, j, I, you take any variable, simply variable is equal to 1 to n. Print Same. F printf natural number less than n. You have to print what is that value. But where you need to print it? Is it at the end? Natural number percentile D is less than n. Just run it, then check it. I think it will ask it loop tutorial. Yes. Now I'm running the file. So enter the marks. Oh, these we have not cleared. Okay. So let me take here CLC. Now let me run the file. N is equal to 5. Yeah, N is equal to 5. So at every step giving the same line, but you need to break it. For that, at the end you can use a slash n. That will take to next line. That will take to next line. Sorry, let me give here variable. Then it will, yeah, 5. You can see here the natural number 1 is less than n, 2 is less than n, 3 is less than n, whatever the n value. Because of giving the slash n, at every iteration, it will move to the next line. Tanu madam, have you got it? If and else nested if program? So no reply from anyone. Yes, n is our entered value. That is why variable can be printed. So this is a variable. This variable should be less than n value. You can give accordingly. So that means you have to give the break till where you want. You can give 1 to n minus 1 till what you are expecting, till that you print it. Variable 1 to n minus 1 you can print and then give natural number which is less than n, like that. Suppose I need to find sum of the first n natural numbers using the for loop. Sum of the first n natural numbers. Sum of the first n natural numbers. I'm taking the new file. Sum of the first n natural numbers. Right? That is sum is equal to sum plus variable. Here, sum is equal to initially will initialize with 0. We are initializing the variable, assigning from which variable to which variable you want the summation 1 to n. Then that 0 dummy value, 0 plus variable, 0 plus 1. You can keep the same. Don't put the colon here. Don't put the colon. Then you can see the difference. Put the colon and execute it, and remove the colon and execute it. Then you can see the difference. Suppose this is what I'm giving, entered same looping for yes. Ten. See, at every iteration, it is giving the sum. So n is equal to 10. First summation is 1. 1 plus 2, 3. 3 plus 3. Next plus 4, plus 5, plus 6, plus 7. At every iteration, it is giving the summation. At every iteration, it is giving the summation. So at the end, if you want f print f, sum of the first natural numbers. In place of the percentile d, what it will be? Sum of the first n natural numbers. That n we are leaving to the customer or maybe user to enter it. That is comma n. Sum of the first n natural numbers is again here d. This is for summation. You can see this is the very important thing, where while you are printing certain values, see this is what exactly we want, and this is what is the total sum. For first percentile d, this value, the second one is this value. Like this. But the same thing, if you want, you can give inside the for loop also. If you give the inside for loop or outside the for loop, how you are getting? What is the role of percentile d? That percentile d means that it gives the space to allocate certain value. F printf is nothing but it gives the print in text format. Whatever you are typing within the quotes, that will take it as a text and print it. But within the quotes, you are using the percentile d means in between the text, that will give certain space. In that space, what value can be allocated? So this n value can be allocated. That is what is the role of percentile d. So first percentile d n, next percentile d summation, like that. You can see the same thing. You can use this print syntax within for loop and after for loop. What will be happened? You just observe what will be happened. You only try and let me know. I am just running the file. Let us see. Yes, 10. Sum of the first 10 natural numbers is 55. This is. See, you don't want the output for this sum at every iteration. You can suppress with colon. Directly, it will show the final result. So, directly 100, suppose. You see, directly it will show the final result. If you use the colon symbol at the end of the every line, then it will show like this. Which output, what is appearing here, you don't want to see it again. You can close with a colon. See, I'm typing the colon here. Even within the for loop, I don't want every iteration summation. I want at the end what is the summation. That is why I'm putting. Now, suppose I'll take for f printf within for loop. You run the file and tell me what you are getting. If I run the file, I'm just giving 5. You can see sum of the first 5 natural numbers is 1. Sum of the first 5 natural numbers is 3. At every iteration, it is changing. So every iteration you want, this means what you do, you can give the variable. You can see here, I'm changing here. Within the for loop, you are giving the printf means sum of the, because what print it is giving, whatever the n we are typing, sum of the first 5 natural numbers is 1. That is not true. Can we change percentile D with other percentile any alphabet? No. Percentile D for integers. But percentile F is for real numbers, decimals, fractions, whatever it may be. Percentile F. Percentile D is for integers. Percentile F is for any real number. Suppose the value may be in decimals. The value is in decimals means you have to give percentile F, small f.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Now let us run this. You can see sum of first 10 natural numbers, sum of 2 natural numbers, sum of 3 natural numbers. And I want every line execution means at the end of within quotes, I am giving a slash n. At the end of within quotes, I am giving the slash n. And then you can see 10. This is sum of the first natural number, 2 natural numbers, like that, one after another. But similarly, you can try for the factorial. Similarly, you can try for the factorial. N factorial. Or otherwise, what you do means you can type one more thing. Find values of e power x square from x 0 to 1 with step size. With step size 0.1. So you have to print x value and e power x square value. Both you need to print. This you can try. First use CLC and type. Now CLC is for clear command window. See, this is the command window, right? If you not use the CLC, what will be happened? Whatever these should not be removed. At the end, it will be appeared. So there is a confusion. What is output of the present running program? Oh, sorry. Now write the program for what? Find values of e power x square from x is equal to 0 to 1 with step size 0.1. Okay. So x value is 0 first. What is the f of x value? F is equal to, you define the function e power x square. Just taking the x value. Chetan, you take the call and reply. I'll call in 10 minutes. F is equal to @x e power x square. Function value. Attack. Now the total number of values are what? 1 by the step size. Whatever the step size, that many number of n values. Actually, it is b minus a by h step size, right? That is why 1 minus 0 by h. See, if you want a standard notation means you can give a is equal to 0 starting value, b is equal to, that is 1 ending value, h is equal to 0.1 step size. Hope you people aware, right? After the percentile, it won't be appeared. This is just for our understanding. We are typing this step size. Now, how many number of iterations is required for this means b minus a by h. Now for loop, I is equal to 1 to n. So here what do we want? Print f x value. At the value of percentile F. F of X is then you can give percentile F. So here what you can give X and F, both you can give. So don't initialize the X value here. So just before for loop, you can initialize the X0 and end well. Is right? But at every iteration, X value will be deferred. So X will be X plus H at every iteration. At every iteration, X will be increased with a 0.1. That is why it is. Then you can run. So this is what printing function values. So the percentile F function handle. Okay. We have not given the F, I think. Okay. F of X value. So array indices must be okay. So we have not given new line. Array indices must be positive integer or logical value. F is equal to F of X 0 to 0 plus 1. Let me try suppose 0 to 10, then step size is 1. What will be happened? But index exceeds the number of array elements. Index must not exceed 1. So it's very simple. I value is 1, 2, and one after another. It is increasing. So 1 to 10 iterations. So x of 0, f of 0 is executing f of 1.
Sir, in fourth line there is other rate, sir. I think.
Yeah, at the rate, that is correct. We have to take that.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, that is the syntax. We are defining the function, right? We have to take it.
Okay, okay.
The semicolon doesn't mean. Index exceeds the number of array elements. Index must not exceed 1.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, sir.
Define function f equal to at the rate x. So define function
Yeah.
with fx, function of fx.
You mean the LHS you are asking f of x?
Yes, sir.
No. That is not correct. This is what you are telling. No, this function is correct. Okay, we'll see. We'll move to the next one. Then there we may get, I think. So let us see. We do the problem Gauss-Jordan method, solving approximating solutions with Gauss-Jordan method. Step size, I intentionally gave h is equal to 1 step size. X is equal to a plus h. Anyway, x is initialized with 0, right? Okay, as you said, I'll give a plus h, fine. But every time it will take 0 plus h, 0 plus h, 0 plus h. That is not the correct one. Yeah. So x 0, that is only correct.
Sir,
Yes, sir. Tell me, sir.
uh, I think you have taken step size 0.1, sir.
No. You even see, actually, initially I took 0 to 1 and step size 0.1. That is also fine.
So in counts how many times the loop will cover, right, sir?
Correct.
What does it mean, sir, in?
How many times? No,
Sir,
I
I
want
can.
0 to 1, right?
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, what does it mean, this in? What is the role of behind in?
Yeah, n means till x value till 1 we need to get right.
Okay.
Then to get that 1, how many number of iterations is required? I'm calculating here n. That's all. Or otherwise, if you want, you can give directly 1 to 10.
Yes.
But you don't know whether 10 number of partitions are 11 or 20. So
Okay.
within code itself, I gave a formula instead of calculating manually and typing it.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Understand.
Okay, so we'll leave this. I'll correct it and forward you. And let us move to the another one, Gauss-Jordan method using for loop. How do you implement Gauss-Jordan method? So for that, let me take some system of equations. This is, yeah. I'm just taking any one system. What is a diagonally dominant system that I'm going to take it here. So from the first one, I will take what x is equal to. This is the first problem I'm taking here. Solve the system of equations using, actually here it is Gauss-Seidel, but I'm planning to do with a Gauss-Jordan method. So first I will take these three equations. From the first equations, I will rewrite x is equal to remaining. From the second equation, y is equal to remaining. From the third equation, z is equal to remaining. If that is the case, what will get? First function, that means x is equal to @xyz. So what is the function here? 17 minus y plus 2z divided by 20. Yes. Next, f2 @xyz. From the second equation, minus 18 minus 3x plus z divided by same 20. Next, third function, same @xyz. 25 minus 2x plus 3y divided by 20. Now I will initialize this vector. So x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0, z is equal to 0. You can give any initial values. Now within for loop, I is equal to, suppose of 5 iterations we want. Then x is equal to f1 of xyz. Y is equal to f2 of xyz. Z is equal to f3 of xyz. So here, this is a new x new value, y new value, z new value, and now display x new, y new, and z new. This is Gauss-Jordan. You can see here, let me take format short. And let us clear the command window. Yes, you can see here what x value I'm suppressing, y value I'm suppressing, z value I'm suppressing in every iteration. Then it will give the result. This is after 5 iterations. This is the solution, 0.85 minus 0.9, 1.25. But these value, if you want at every iteration, say don't think it is giving the output, then the value is correct. You need to check in every cases. See, 5 iterations, right? you can observe what wrong it is here. In every iteration, it is showing the same. Yes, this is Gauss-Jordan iterative method. In every iteration, the value is showing same. So that means, what is the error in this? At initial XYZ values, we are finding first iteration. But that first iteration values, we are not updating with new. We are not updating that values, right? That is why what we do, x is equal to x new. Next, y is equal to y new. Z is equal to z new. Then you can run the file. So these are first 5 iterations. You can see. At a different iteration, it is showing the different value. So that means now the value is updating in every iteration and giving the different result. So finally, this is. But the same thing, if you want to get with the 6 decimals, the same thing in place of display syntax, if you want to use fprintf, x value, x is equal to what it is, percentile f, comma, y is equal to percentile f, comma, z is equal to percentile f. So first one is x new, y new, z new. Now I am removing this display, then you can run them. You can see. Okay, so next new line syntax is not mentioned here. Yeah, sorry. Now you can find these solutions like this. See, suppose you want 8 number of decimals. You want 8 number of decimals for this. You can see how you can do this. So for that, what we do, 1.8 f and 1.8 f, 1.8 f, and you can increase number of iterations also. Suppose I am restricting 8 number of iterations. Then you can see in every iteration 8 number of decimals are getting here. You can observe here in this code, before f, what we are specifying, after a decimal point, how many decimals can be displayed. And here also, after a decimal point, how many decimals. After decimal points, how many decimals you want to print. So first percentile 1.8 f, x new. Second percentile 1.8 f, y new. Yeah, to get 9 decimals, you can use 1.9. 15 means you can use 1.15. But don't use a 20 or 30. MATLAB will support maximum maybe 16 or 15, not more than of that. It will give the result, but it will show like E plus. That means a 10 power something it will give. But you want only 6 decimals, then you can see what will get. Only 6 decimals it will give. Like this. So in tomorrow's class, I will explain Newton-Raphson method, Runge-Kutta method, using the for loop or if condition, while condition, how you can restrict the coding. See, this is just we are giving the number of iterations and executing. But up to what accuracy we are expecting is not mentioned, right? So in tomorrow's session, we discuss that also. Numerical methods, solving differential equation using RK4 or Newton-Raphson method solving any algebraic or transcendental equation. How do you write a code for that? The same way you can write a program for the Gauss-Seidel method also. Even for Gauss elimination method, you can write the code using the if conditions. I already explained how do you find rank of the coefficient and rank of the augment. Both will be equal, consistent, otherwise inconsistent. If consistent, linear solution you can give. Linear solution you can give. The vector calculus means, let us see the time supports. I'll explain how do you find gradient, divergence, curl, and how do you draw vector graphs, or how do you draw gradient vectors. So regarding today's session, any doubts you can. I think the Taylor series syntax I gave right in PPT. I think earlier I sent one PPT. In that PPT, it is mentioned directly what is the Taylor series. Because no time, I didn't explain that, but I added in the PPT and I forwarded. Maybe in the calculus PPT, I mentioned what is the Taylor's and some of the series.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, some are saying that some of the files are not opening. They are asking any files in PDF format. Are you having?
PDF format. Okay, I'll convert into PDF and then forward. No issue.
Because some of them saying that they are not opening in their.
Okay,
inbox.
okay.
Okay, sir.
Can we create a mesh grid for 3 dimensions? It can be, but I didn't try. I didn't handle those kind of problems. But I have seen the people are doing it. So that means definitely the option will be there. F1 of XYZ meaning. This one, right? F1 is equal to @ means we are defining XYZ as a symbol for this line itself, not for complete programming. That is the meaning of @ At XYZ values, this function is a defining like this. The same way, at XYZ values, this function is a defining. We are not defining XYZ as a symbols throughout the program. Only for that function, it is as a symbol. Yeah, I'll forward all I'll forward in PDF format only. I think for every file I'm forwarding in PDF format only.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. I'll recheck and forward it. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Participants, don't worry. The sir will send the PDF format so that I will forward to you. Okay, thank you very much. We'll discuss tomorrow's session. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.